Okay, I'm back. This morning, I just wanted to go over our satellite and show everybody what's going on. And so, let's go back here to the beginning. This was yesterday, and in California, just before it got dark. You know, we were seeing some things starting up, and right here, they're not showing up very much, so maybe they're small fires, or they were on them right away and got them contained. This is the Yosemite fire, which is a little bit worse than it was a while ago. And this is the big fire right here, where the big explosion and plume of steam and smoke came out from somewhere up there. And this fire, that one looks like it has gotten a little bit bigger right there. So I'm going to go zoom in, but we still have the fire here, and then the one here. So anyway, I just want to keep this quick and short, because I find that it gives you guys information quicker. So we're going into last night, and those fires don't seem to be showing up. So, but look at, oh, that's why. Look at the smoke. Okay, so I showed the video last night. See this spinning over Utah? It's still there, guys. This is the third day. It was directly over Utah and gave them hurricane force winds, and this is right here. So the air is coming down, and it was pushing all of this smoke off the coast, and it's keeping it stuck here. It's keeping it stuck here. So, because this smoke was not covering us as much in such a thick blanket, but early in the hours of the morning, look how thick the blanket is. And it does show very dangerous levels of bad air right here when I looked at the air quality map. And it shows we're only in the yellow. I think we're in the orange, because it's finally starting to get to me a little bit, but I can still see my tree line, but it is very faint. And so all of this coming off of here, let's see where it is right now. See this river of smoke and clouds? That's what it is. See all this gray, dirty looking stuff? That's all of the smoke that was pushed off by this storm right here. And it does look like it's starting to move a little bit, so that Utah is getting out of it. So that shows why now it's starting to come back in. But it built up out here and condensed itself, and now it's coming in right over us. So the whole nation's going to get hit with this. And with this storm front here, they still have that ability to control weather. That's been going on for decades, since the Vietnam War. I saw the Air Force pilot that flew over the Ho Chi Minh Trail and seeded the clouds to produce flooding rains, and so that they couldn't find the U.S. troops. So he said he knows they can steer weather, good or bad. So if they're not steering, like he was upset they didn't steer Hurricane Katrina away. So evidently his interview was after that. But this is years ago that I saw his interview. But so you've got all of this dirty stuff. And if they're trying to keep, it looks like they're trying to keep the clouds still away from California. They can steer this to give us much needed rain. And I don't know if they're who's involved or what is involved, but nature isn't as much nature anymore, because man has learned how to control it, and unfortunately the greed of man has got into their hearts. But anyway, it does look like the fires down here are either out or close to being out. Let's get a regional map of that just to see, because there was some fires that were starting up around here, and this is the Yosemite fire. So we're going to go to, let's see if we can find the localized select section, and try this one. Okay, there's the Yosemite fire right there. And it takes a minute for it to kind of load. So this is last night, and there was yesterday. Okay, and so if it's loaded, we can get this. We can kind of get this done, and I'm gonna do this so we can see that the smoke is starting to come over us a lot more. This goes through the night, so maybe the smoke is hiding some of those fires when we go through the night, because they were very visible. And I'll go to infrared really quick, but here we're going to come out into daylight again. Oh, see, it's so thick, but it's thinning out, so it's hard to see any fires here. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to go to the particle size and see if we can avoid some of that smoke and make sure we don't have any of those new fires. Okay, so we're going to start it over, and I'll bring it big. And this is the Yosemite fire area that's still not quite put out yet. So there, okay, here you go. See, this is the flare up that was going on. And maybe these are just burning embers now. We'll see how it looks by morning. Oh, there was a flash. See that flash right there? It's like something's trying to ignite right there. Maybe they were able to, or it went out on its own. Well, there is something. All right, see this little guy right there? That still shows up, but it's not real bright. So maybe these burned themselves out, or they're working through the night, and we're able to get them put out. Yeah, it does look like maybe that's under control. Okay, so we'll go real quick to the sub-regional sector. Regional sector, I guess, maybe give us, I want to see what it looks like up here, because Idaho was burning, so we're going to go back and see these fires. This was yesterday, about at 8 o'clock in the morning, I believe. Yeah, about 8 o'clock in the morning. So overnight, let's see what happened to these fires. The Washington ones, you can see their smoke in another setting, so I'm going to try to go through this fairly quickly. But this up in Idaho does not seem to be right there. I don't know what that is, because it just stays there. It's just like static. It's not like moving or anything. But there was fires. There was fires here, so I'm going to have to go to the other setting that shows the smoke better. But this was showing up. The Idaho fires are maybe put out, or they burned themselves out. Maybe they were in an area where they could burn themselves out, because there was several up in there. So I'm going to go to the strange setting I found. If I can remember what it was. Sandwich. I think it was called Sandwich, but I'm not sure. Or day cloud phase. I don't think it was Sandwich. Well, you could see the fires. Okay, you can see that one. So let's see where it goes when we get to the daylight here. It's not loaded yet. Wow, we could use that little bit of rain over there. We need more than that, though. Okay, so there's the smoke right there. So let's see if they got that out. Okay, hopefully it's loaded. Okay, here comes daytime. There's still some smoke there, but maybe they're getting them under control. See, I see two right there and the one right there. And let's see what's up here. Let's see if that's still smoldering. There's just something up there that's kind of like permanent, and I don't know what it is. It's not seemed to be moving, but there's that. So maybe Idaho, maybe you're going to be okay. So there was this really colorful one that showed really good. So we're going to go to day cloud, see if that's the one it was. Okay. This isn't the vibrant, well, yeah, this is the vibrant colored one. So let's see what we can find here. Okay, we're looking at Idaho, right up through here and up through here. And then these are Washington, and then there's Oregon. And so we're at 8 o'clock yesterday morning, and we're going through 8 o'clock last night. We're going through and coming back. Lights starting to come on. So that one doesn't show it as much, but you can see how bad Oregon still is. Washington looks like they've got their little ones, it looks like they're under control and just smoldering, but here Oregon still looks like it's burning. So there was one that worked really, really good, and I don't know which one it was. So I'm just looking. It was a strange one. This is a CO2 one. And that one, I don't think I could see much of anything on that. We do have a lot of bad air. Okay, let's go to this is the real colorful one. So let's see if it will show. See, all of these like red dots are actually fire locations. So all of these maroon dots are actually fire locations, and so we're going to go into the night. I think we're into the night. Let's see. I think we're going into the night. 11, 12. So Idaho hasn't mushroomed and blossomed, so that's a good thing. So anyway, that's an update on what I found last night, and nothing major is coming except for our smoke. That's I'll show you on the natural color. See, look at this awful smoke. So the storm in Utah right here has been pushing it back from coming across. And so we have had it over California, but it's been kind of pushed and held back. But you can see the buildup. Look at the buildup right here. And all of this smoke, and then there's a storm coming in. And so here, see, I do know the air quality where this thick band was really, really bad. And so one more time I'll show you the that's what it says, a regional sector, which is California for, you know, the people in a very hard hit area. So this is where it's at right now, guys. So the air is dirty. The air is really dirty right here. And look at all of this sitting off the ocean that was pushed back from a cold front swirling around here that has kept it. But, you know, California, we're getting the bad air. And when it combines with clouds, maybe all those particles might bring rain, but it might not be until it gets across the nation, because it looks like all of these clouds are being held offshore while the smoke is coming over us. So yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, that's an update for today, Thursday, September 10th. So everybody have a great day and stay safe out there and watch your back.